of Meet the Players at Refuge LARP Salt Lake City. I'm Liz Christensen, your host with she, her pronouns, and this is...
My name is Sylvia Swassing, she, her pronouns, and I play Sakaala.
Now, what species is Sakaala?
She's a Dryad.
What are Dryads for people who are not very familiar with our game?
They're kind of... They're not exactly like the kins, but they're people who have aspects of different kinds of plants.
So what kind of plant is Sakaala's thing?
Sakaala is a bark skin, and that's kind of like, like a tree dryad. She has aspects of the trees.
Does that influence her personality as well, or is that just a physical appearance thing?
It's kind of both. The bark skin, the different kinds of dryads, affects their appearance, but most dryads all kind of have the same kind of type of personality for the most part, which is kind of like how do I describe it? I honestly don't know how to describe it. Very close as far as they kind of view everybody as family. They're they're kind of mischievous, pulling pranks and stuff like that. Kind of just for the most part, kind of whimsical, kind of just taking things as they go.
Cool. Show us some of your kit that you're wearing right now.
Okay, so this is my new kit. I haven't had a really chance to wear it, so I'm excited to get to do this. I made a new headpiece. That's a lot less gaudy than my last one. And then I'm on my bed, so I can't show too much. I have a vest and a tunic. And then I have just a skirt with a bunch of flowers and stuff stitched onto it.
What is this necklace you've got here?
This is a necklace I made. Solaris has one also, but it's like a tooth. I molded out of clay and put some red coral beads and earth agate beads on it. Kind of like a...
Oh, go ahead.
Kind of like a tribal necklace.
Is it representative of a specific alliance for you, or a group in game?
No, not exactly like that. I plan on making these for all people like Sakaala. Sakaala's a very family. Once she's very family oriented. So once she accepts you as part of her family, you're part of her family. So I'm making these for all the people Sakaala views as family.
Okay.
It's just that with the coronavirus, I haven't had time to give them all out and stuff like that.
What do you miss most about LARP since we haven't been able to play live games?
I miss the social aspect. I miss just being able to go out, just completely cut off the entire real world and all the real world issues that go on, and just be myself in a way. Just this is who I wish I could be, and so it kind of gave me an escape, and so I really miss that. Just to kind of have a weekend away from real life and all my friends.
Sorry about that. What is it about Sakaala that you admire and aspire to be like?
Very outgoing and confident. Very driven. Mostly the confidence. For those of you who were at the last game, which was last October 2 years ago, or I can't keep the date straight anymore. It's been so long.
Campaign.
Yes. And we had that whole that talent competition, and I went up and just danced like crazy. Normally, kind of the old me wouldn't have ever dreamed of doing something like that, and so I wanted my character to be something that I wasn't, and in person, I'm very shy. I don't do things huge groups and really messes with my autism to do stuff like that. And so like I kind of found like a way out with my character. And so it's kind of been a little bit like exposure therapy. Like, you know, getting out there in front of the whole like group and just making a fool of myself without like fear of like, you know, being judged or made fun of and stuff like that.
What do you and Sakaala have in common? What are you bringing of your authentic self to the game?
We're both very close to family and friends. Like, I would do anything to help somebody I care about. Like, if they're having a hard time or they were in trouble, I would do whatever I could to help them, no matter like what would happen to me. Also, kind of a little bit of personality. Like, my own personal personality is kind of like little bubbly and weird and a little bit out there. And we also both have like a really big love of snakes.
Okay, why snakes specifically for Sakaala?
Well, like for her backstory, before she entered the Great Sleep, she always had like an affinity. She preferred being around animals than people, and that's one of the lessons she's getting over as in this new world. But when she woke up and she was heading from Vuka to Dragonreach, she found an egg, and she decided like keep it and raise it, and it happened to be a snake. So that was like her first, I guess, friend and companion in this new world, and so she just kind of like developed a bond with them.
Does Sakaala still have this relationship with this snake?
Yes, she has many snake friends.
Do you have any physical representations or phys reps of the snake?
I do. Let me go get it real quick. It's got a metal wire in it so I can wrap it around, but this is the phys rep for my snake that I have wrapped around like my chest and going like normally like wrap around my chest and the head come up here on my shoulder.
What? Obviously you don't have to share anything that you'd want to keep a secret in and out of game, but like what is Sakaala's build? What of Sakaala's build do you enjoy the most playing with in game?
I'd have to say I really like being like a healer. Like I really like going out there where people like need it and like, you know, help them, you know, revive them or heal them so that way they come, like they can continue like defending Dragonhold and not dying.
Do you have an in-game story you can share with us about a time that you had a healing in a combat experience that you really enjoyed?
It wasn't exactly a healing.
Okay.
I tried to heal, but like it was at the game in August at Camp Unita when it's been so long I can't remember names. Okay. Petra, when Petra met her parents, and one of them was like killed in front of her. Like I tried to heal them, but there was nothing left to heal, and so that was like really kind of like, obviously Petra was like upset, but I was also, because I couldn't bring her mother back. So that was like kind of like that whole like scene was very touching in a way.
One last question for you. What piece of advice would you give to a brand new LARPer about how to play the game?
My advice would be have fun. Don't be afraid to take chances or like, you know, be a goof, try something new. And we're all very friendly. So if you don't understand something or something just doesn't quite make sense, any one of us would gladly, you know, help you out. And basically don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's how people learn. If you make mistakes, somebody will like, that's not exactly the way this works, or tell you exactly, like, tell you how to do it, and that way you learn. You also might make like a new friend in the game.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. It has been a delight to talk to you and to learn a little bit more about Sakaala. And Everybody that's watching, if you would please like, subscribe, comment, follow, push that notification bell so you can catch all of these great videos. That'd be fantastic. And we hope to see you in game soon.
I hope so. Bye, guys.
Bye.